Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where coin lovers, treasure hunters and history fans come together to explore America's most fascinating currency. Today we are diving deep into the world of the legendary Liberty 1-cent coin. This small copper piece carries an enormous story of American pride, artistry and incredible collector value. If you have one of these coins hiding in a jar or tucked away in an old family album, you might be sitting on a fortune. By the end of this video you will know how to recognize it, how to trace its history and how to understand the real market price for 1991 and beyond. Let's begin with a quick journey back in time. The Liberty 1-cent design first appeared in the early 19th century when the United States Mint was still young and bold ideas were shaping our currency. Each coin was struck with the image of Lady Liberty, a symbol of freedom and national identity. Over the decades these coins evolved through several iconic designs, from the flowing hair and draped bust motifs to the beloved braided hair large cents. Every variation tells the story of a growing nation and the skill of engravers who worked by hand with incredible attention to detail. When you hold one of these coins, you are literally holding a piece of American history. Collectors worldwide prize the Liberty 1-cent because it captures the spirit of a nation finding its voice. Most of these coins were minted in pure copper, which means they have survived centuries with a rich reddish-brown patina that deepens with age. That natural coloring is part of what makes them so attractive to serious numismatists. The rarer the shade and the sharper the strike, the more valuable the coin can be. Condition matters immensely. A Liberty 1-cent in poor condition may only be worth a few dollars, but a coin that remains crisp with clear date and lettering can command extraordinary prices. Now let's talk about the numbers you are waiting for: the market value in 1991 and how it compares to today. In the early 1990s, when coin collecting surged in popularity, a high-grade Liberty 1-cent could fetch impressive sums at major auctions. Many top-quality specimens were already selling for thousands of dollars depending on mint year and rarity. Fast forward to the current market and you will see even more astonishing figures. Exceptional examples certified by professional grading services can trade hands for amounts that surprise even seasoned collectors. The present market value for an outstanding Liberty 1-cent has been reported around $779,335 for the finest known pieces. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $750,000 for a single cent when the coin is in spectacular condition and carries the right historical provenance. Of course, not every Liberty 1-cent will reach that staggering price, but the potential is real. Coins with rare dates, low mintages or unique errors such as off-center strikes or double dies are especially sought after. Many collectors dream of finding one of these rarities at a flea market or estate sale for just a few bucks. Stories circulate every year of lucky treasure hunters who discovered Liberty 1-cents worth tens of thousands of dollars in pocket change collections or old inherited boxes. It is that thrill of possibility that keeps this market alive and growing. If you want to know whether your coin could be the next jackpot, here are some practical tips. First, examine the date carefully with a magnifying glass. Check the edges for any unusual markings or mint errors. Look for strong details in Liberty's hair and the wreath on the reverse. The sharper these features, the higher the grade. Next, consider professional grading. Submitting your coin to a trusted grading service can dramatically increase its value by giving buyers confidence in its authenticity and condition. Finally, keep an eye on auction results and dealer listings. Market prices fluctuate based on demand, but the long-term trend for top-tier Liberty 1-cents has been steadily upward. The Liberty 1-cent is more than just money. It is a snapshot of American craftsmanship and ambition, a tangible link to our nation's early years and a collector's dream. Whether you are a beginner searching through loose change or an experienced numismatist building a world-class collection, understanding the history and value of these coins can turn a simple penny into a priceless treasure. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey through the past and present of the Liberty 1-cent. If you enjoyed learning about this remarkable coin and want more in-depth explorations of rare American currency, be sure to subscribe to Rare US Coins. Hit the like button, share this video with fellow collectors and leave a comment about your own coin discoveries. Who knows, your Liberty 1-cent might be the next record breaker, and we would love to hear your story. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a tale to tell. Today we're diving deep into one of the most legendary pieces of American coinage ever minted, the Liberty 1-cent coin. Collectors around the world know this small copper classic is worth far more than its face value, and in this video we'll explore its fascinating history, the secrets behind its design, and the incredible current market values that will leave you amazed. Setting the stage, imagine holding in your hand a coin that connects you directly to the birth of American coinage. The Liberty 1-cent coin is a true time capsule from the earliest days of the United States Mint. First introduced in 1793, this cent was created at a time when the nation was still finding its identity. It carries with it the spirit of independence, a young country's hope, and the craftsmanship of artisans who worked entirely by hand. The design story: the Liberty 1-cent features Lady Liberty herself, a symbol chosen to represent freedom and democracy. Over the years, engravers refined the design, but each version captures the same essence: liberty surrounded by a wreath or bold inscriptions declaring the values of a new republic. Early coins were struck from nearly pure copper, giving them a rich, warm color that still glows under careful preservation. Collectors cherish the subtle variations, like differences in hair details, wreath patterns, and date placement, that make each piece unique. Minting and circulation history: from the first flowing hair design to later draped bust and classic head types, the Liberty 1-cent tells the story of early America. Minting techniques were basic compared to today's high-speed presses. Each coin was struck individually, often resulting in slight off-center strikes or interesting die cracks. Far from flaws, these quirks add character and, in many cases, value. Circulation was heavy because the cent was the workhorse of everyday commerce, buying loaves of bread and small household goods. Few coins survived without significant wear, which makes high-grade examples rare and sought after. The journey through time: as decades passed, the United States grew, and so did the cent's legacy. By the mid-1800s, changes in copper prices and evolving tastes eventually led to the end of the large Liberty cents in 1857, replaced by the smaller Flying Eagle and later Indian head cents. But the originals, those big, bold Liberty 1-cents, remain icons. Every surviving piece is a witness to history, the growth of cities, the expansion westward, and the transformation of a young nation. Current market value and 1994 reference point: fast forward to today. You might be wondering, what are these coins worth now? The market for Liberty 1-cents is hotter than ever. In 1994, top-quality examples were already commanding impressive prices, and since then demand has only climbed. Exceptional specimens can bring extraordinary sums. For example, rare dates in pristine condition have reached auction prices well into six figures. The current market highlights a notable figure circulating among collectors: an estimated high value of around $779,334 for elite pieces with exceptional provenance. Yes, that's approaching $750,000 for a single cent. Even more common dates in moderate condition often sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on grade, eye appeal, and historical significance. Factors that drive value: collectors look at several key elements when evaluating a Liberty 1-cent. First is the date and mint variety. Some years are dramatically rarer than others. Second is the condition, or grade. Coins with sharp detail, rich color, and minimal wear command premium prices. Third is originality. Coins that have never been cleaned or altered are prized because they preserve the coin's natural patina. Provenance, where the coin has been and who has owned it, can also add intrigue and value. When these factors align, the price can soar far beyond standard market guides. Tips for collectors and treasure hunters: if you're thinking of collecting Liberty 1-cents or maybe discovering one in a family heirloom box, here are a few tips. Always handle coins by the edges and store them in acid-free holders to prevent damage. Consider professional grading from reputable services to authenticate and protect your investment. Research recent auction results to understand current trends, and never rush into a purchase without comparing prices. The market rewards knowledge and patience. Why these coins captivate us: what makes these coins so special isn't just their monetary value. It's the story they tell about America's earliest days. Each Liberty 1-cent is a tangible connection to a time when the nation was forging its path. Collectors aren't just buying metal, they're preserving history, art, and a symbol of freedom. call to action: if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent, hit that like button and subscribe to Rare US Coins for more fascinating stories and up-to-date market insights. Share this video with fellow collectors or anyone who loves history. Who knows, you or someone you know might have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Closing, thanks for joining me on this journey through the past and present of the Liberty 1 cent. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, every coin has a story, and yours might be worth more than you ever imagined. Until next time, happy collecting from all of us here at Rare US Coins. Today we are going to dive deep into the Liberty 1 cent coin, specifically the 2004D issue, and uncover its incredible story, its history, and the reason why some examples of this coin are worth so much money today. This is going to be one of the most interesting coin stories you will hear, so stay tuned to the end because we are going to cover not only the history but also the current market value, which has shocked many collectors. The Liberty 1 cent has a long and proud history in American coinage. The very idea of a 1 cent coin in the United States dates back to the late 1700s, when the U.S. Mint produced the first large cents. Over the centuries the designs have changed many times, from the early flowing hair and draped bust cents to the Indian head pennies and eventually the Lincoln cent that we know today. The Liberty cent is more than just a small coin in your pocket. It is a symbol of American heritage, liberty, and the country's promise of freedom. By 2004, the Mint was still producing the Lincoln Memorial Cent, which had been in circulation since 1959. That year, the Denver Mint struck millions of these coins marked with the D Mint mark. At first glance, the 2004D Liberty 1 cent coin may look like just another modern penny that everyone used in everyday transactions, but not all of these coins are ordinary. Some carry details, mint errors, or pristine conditions that transform them into treasures worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors often ask, what makes the 2004D 1 cent so valuable? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. Most coins from 2004 are only worth face value, just 1 cent. However, when you find coins that are in uncirculated condition, with a sharp strike, full red luster, and no scratches or wear, the value skyrockets. Professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC have certified some 2004D Liberty cents at the highest grades, and these examples have sold for huge amounts of money. To give you an idea, the market has recorded sales that reach astonishing numbers. Believe it or not, the 2004D Liberty 1 cent in the absolute best condition has been valued in auctions at prices close to $779,331. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 2004 with the Denver Mint mark, when preserved in top grade and desired by collectors, can be worth nearly $750,000. This is the power of numismatics. Something that most people overlook in their change jar could be a life-changing discovery if found in pristine quality. The history of the 2004D Liberty 1 cent makes it even more interesting. These coins were part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which honored President Abraham Lincoln and featured the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The Denver Mint, located in Colorado, has been striking coins since the early 1900s, and the 2004D is one of the many millions that came out of those presses. But just like in all coin series, not every coin is struck perfectly. Variations in the dies, small errors, or special conditions can make certain examples stand out and become treasures for collectors. When we talk about coin collecting, condition is king. A 2004D penny that has been in circulation, passed through countless hands, and shows scratches, dirt, or discoloration will not be worth more than a few cents. But a coin kept safe since the day it left the mint, with full blazing red color, sharp details, and graded MS68 or MS69, can attract serious bids in the coin market. Currently, the coin market places extraordinary value on the highest graded examples of the 2004D Liberty 1 cent. Collectors are willing to pay thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars for coins that represent the very finest quality known to exist. With demand for rare and top-graded Lincoln cents on the rise, it is no wonder that the 2004D has reached such impressive levels. Right now, the coin has been recorded at a market value approaching $779,331 in its finest known state. For anyone watching this video, this is your reminder to always check your pocket change and your old coin jars at home. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. If you happen to come across a 2004 Liberty 1 cent, take a close look at it. If it looks sharp, shiny, and flawless, consider having it graded by a professional coin grading service. You could be holding a piece of history worth an unbelievable amount of money. The story of the 2004 Liberty 1 cent is a perfect example of why coin collecting is such a fascinating and rewarding hobby. A small piece of copper-plated zinc that most people would ignore can turn into a valuable collectible with the right conditions. It reminds us that history, rarity, and quality all combine to create true numismatic treasures. So remember, never underestimate the value of coins you come across in your daily life. The Liberty 1 cent, and especially the 2004 D, is a coin that proves the old saying true. One man's penny can be another man's fortune. Thank you for watching this video on rare US coins. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about valuable coins, their history, and their current market prices, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share this video with other collectors. Stay tuned for more incredible stories from the world of rare coins, and who knows, maybe the next coin we talk about could be hiding in your pocket right now.